All right, alrighty, right. Good afternoon, everybody. It's your boy. No, not that kind of dude. Anyways, welcome back. It is time for some more Dune Awakening. I did a little bit off stream after this morning. I finished up the house build that I started last night. Some of you guys may have seen. So that's done. We're going to get into the fun stuff that everyone's here for. We're going to go out, we're going to shoot people, we're going to take this shit. Right? Whole point of video games. So, let's kick over to the party. So, we're going to start off with a quick little house tour. And then I'm going to gear up. We're going to go find the Bene Gesserit trainer first. We're going to hop over to the Blade Master, Sword Master trainer, grab their quests so we can unlock those skill trees and do their quests. That's our goal right now, is these two trainer quests. Now, this is an assumption, and I'm hoping I'm right, but I can't imagine that the intro quests are going to be too hard, even though their locations are not easy areas to get to. So I'm glad that I picked Mentat to start with. Swordmaster wouldn't have been a bad idea. But okay, so let's go outside. Let's take a look at the building from the outside. Try not to get eaten in the process. So hey, look at that. Oop. Come on. So there's what, 6 more? So I'm gonna need to go make 6 more. Alright, so we look at the front of the base here, and you notice we've got 2 wind traps. Isn't that crazy? I got vibrations just right outside of my line. Yep, Vibey's right here. Yeah, I can't build out any further. So I think my baseline is right here. So if I was to do an extension, I would start running into, yeah, vibrations right here. So something to think about. Anyway, so look at the side of the base here. I may need to find somewhere else to put this mural. I may end up making like a decorations room. But yeah, so before the sun comes up, we can see we've got the Atreides Palace on the ground, these windows, and then going up.
Sector weather alert. A large sandstorm is approaching.
You see we've got the Atreides columns here. We've got 2 wind trap boys. It's the same looking all around. How far away is this damn storm? It's closing on us. So let's go ahead and stick our butts inside. So the hangar is much the same, though I did replace the floor tiles with the faction actual like structure tiles. So everything else in here is pretty much the same, like we were
Sector
showing
weather
in the
alert. A large sandstorm is approaching.
we're showing from the outside there. We have the palace windows. We get inside here. We have the small windows for my main floor, where I have all of my crafting equipment. I did finally set up. I did finally set up the circuits. So I have some darts that are making sure all of my stuff goes into the ovens. And I did that for this and this. That's wild. So you guys have seen my storage chests before. Now I might actually, did I already use up all of my aluminium? I did from there. Okay, I moved it over. Yeah. So we've got our rocks. We have a little bit of basalt stone left, but I need more. If I used up all of, practically all of the materials, excuse me, that I harvested yesterday. But I do want a bit more iron, and I would like a bit more steel. So I've got never have enough. But we've got chemical refinery, and then we have all of our components, and we have our batteries, then we have our fuel for the wind traps, the omnidirectional wind turbines. So if I go over here and say iron, I'd like to make some iron. Let's hit craft amount. Let's say 150. So all of these will end up going into the box. So my new pieces will fill up this stash and pour over to here. Yep, see? That's so cool. Alright, cool. We're going to go on to the next floor there, and so everyone knows we have emptiness. I did end up moving my water into here. Just water storage. I could always leave like one of these out, just to drink from. But yeah, for right now, water's just hanging out in here. I don't really know what I want to do with this room. I could always turn this room into like my decoration living space. Could always like swap out some of the walls for more solid walls, so that way I could put stuff on them, maybe. That's something for me to think about. And then I could always use this space for like water storage, if I really wanted to have decorations. Just something for me to think about. When we come up here, so this is technically floor 3. So we got floor 2 is my main floor. So we have garage and floor 2. Floor 3, we're using the big windows, so we can really look out and see stuff, which is pretty cool. Can see the other bases and whatnot. As everyone remembers, it's completely empty. Floor 4 is the same. You can see through the little windows here, completely empty. And now floor 5, that used to be the hangar originally, is now another floor, and it's completely empty. And as we see this daylight, floor 6 is now our hangar. And we are using more of these big windows. and we're a completely open concept. So we can fly in or drop in. And there's still some build space to put on top of this. So I can put like storage, like literally a storage shelf, but I might have to change up like this pentashield. I might have to bring it in order to do that, but we'll see. But there's really no reason for me to do that right now. It's just me who's using this, and even if there's another person, we can park a couple of ornithopters in here, and it'd be fine. And then the big change that I made from the other one is I don't need any wonky stairs because you can see the side of the building here is a full run. And I have my wind traps, put myself in there so I can get the sun down. If I come around back here, we have all of my wind turbines. So they're just back here. They're powering my base. They're easy to get to. I can place more without having to finagle. I got space for more. I have a lot of space to put more of them here. And I can even, technically, I can even place some of them probably up here. So I've got space for wind turbines, which is good. So this is a really good build. I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. I think it looks good. And one of the things that I was trying not to do is I know a couple of people, one other person that I played with, a very experienced player who helped me out a little bit. This guy who has a channel of his own. He was taking a look at my base and he asked me, well, what do your neighbors think of you? And I'm like, well, I don't know. I'm not very loud. I don't bother my neighbors. And he's like, no, the guy behind you. And I was like, he's got the same concerns for his hangar that I have for mine. So, jump in my ornithopter. His hangar, you can see this monster of a carryall that he has. I can't go inside his base, but you can see that he kind of was doing what I was doing before. That's partially where I got the idea for this weird little walkway. And his is actually a functional walkway. But if you can see like how his base works, you know, for the most part, he flies in maybe from the side here. And then we'll be able to land. You know, and I can land on his pentashield. Not really land, but... So he brings himself in that way, and he can also leave out like this. And so what I was worried about, or what I was thinking about, honestly, is that while he can come out the sides, I really don't want to become a road hazard right in front of him. So he still has a full, clear flight path to shoot out without me being in his way. So if I do build up anymore, I will potentially block him off. But right now, you can see here, like, my walls are just sitting below his spot, so I'm not too obtrusive. And that was just something that I was, you know, thinking about when I did my build. You know, I don't want to be a bad neighbor, seeing how I did build right in front of his base. He had this whole chunk of land, and then I dropped a fat building here. But when I built up, refuel you, put you away. One of the other things is I noticed his little garage here, and that's why, while it's not the best, you can see, yeah, I totally did this with that in mind. No, it's because I didn't want to build on a slant. But I realized as I was building that it gave him basically a little driveway in order to get out and get back in. So, unintentionally, I was a good neighbor. And it wasn't until, honestly, Mr. Yamil mentioned something to me where I was like, ooh, I didn't even think about that. And then I have thought about it going forward because I don't want to be a dick. I'm a cooperative style player and I don't want to be a menace to people. Anyways, let's do an equipment check. Um, okay, so these are places I'm going to eventually get to. I'm really not worried about this. Now, granted, I could like fly around and land there and complete it. That's okay. I'm not focused on that. Um, Deadly intelligence. This I'm going to get to as I play. Um, so it really looks like I've done these. I'm sure I'm going to pop more. Um, I believe I'm done with Jabal. We'll see. Yeah. So inventory looks good. I've got my normal weapons. Though I may spend a bit more time with this drill shot. Um, Not only is it good at taking people out within a hit or two, um, but it does something with those shielded enemies. And since I'm not a sword fighting build, so this I have to defeat shields. So maybe if I run you right now, and I need more heavy darts. So that's why we're doing a weapons check. Now, granted, with this scatter gun or drill gun, um, house drill shot, anti-shield shotgun, pretty much. And it's a pretty hefty hit, 63 damage per shot. So unshielded enemies take a good hit. Problem is, it's just like it's a side by side, but it's got accuracy, so I can hit from a distance. So it's got no scope, so I'm not really sniping with it. But yeah. So let's do less of the talking and more of the making darts. Snag some metal real quick. So I probably have enough of these whatevers, but I can get metal and these at the same time. So Holtzmans. I thought they were Holtzmans. I don't know how many of these wrecks I've been sleeping on. Wormy cruises right in front of my base. Okay. Put some more metal in here. It's really not a lot of salvaged metal. Okay. Fortunately, I'm not going to need a ton of these heavy darts if I use this drill shotgun. And I can always switch to this. Okay. I'm looking for a fuel cell, which I believe is in the last one. Nope. It's in this one. Okay. So we're going to go to get the Bene Gesserit quest, and then the trooper quest, and then we're going to do the quests. Going up here to Heleus, and that'll be the next thing to do, is to pick up the Heleus quests, and then the next oh, that's right, that's how this thing works. So the next thing we'll do is we'll get the Heleus quests, and we'll see just kind of what nonsense that's going to give me. And then we'll pick up the other trade station quests. I do need to go back to Mesa Tyrell and get more more of the carbide stuff. Carbide scraps and diamond dust, because it's needed for certain crafting. And then once I've done a certain level of quests, it's time to move on to the next crafting material. So, in order to find this Bene Gesserit trainer, I need to find the chick with the weird orb over her head. It's not much. Right over here. Hello.
Something in your body language and vibration sets you apart from anyone else I've seen of late. An interruption in the rhythmic breath of Arrakis. I am Sister Mesa. Not exactly. Nothing I'll elaborate on. Not to you. Not yet. But I can offer some insights into their storied abilities. As a guard, do you suppose? Or a groundskeeper? No. My proximity to their fortress denotes no alliance, loyalty, or employment. I am in hiding. Circumstance dictates I keep a low profile in this place on which the universe will soon turn. The pendulum swings, and it swings from this fulcrum. As a guard, I am in hiding. It is you who say that I am. I'd say this is the safest spot for quite a distance in every direction. Sandflies to the west, and slavers all around. Traitorous Dunemen. It's true their lot was a hard one, but they imagined to choose their fate. Ridiculous. Their place in the Imperium was an honor. Rarely. But if you intend to travel around, be well prepared for battle. You might want to equip yourself with some weapons and ammunition.
Oh, it's funny you say that. I was just doing that.
To the north, you will find a trade post, Pinnacle Station. There is another trade post further away to the west of here. Follow the edge of the desert, and you will not miss it. But be warned. I've heard rumors of raving fanatics out west.
Yeah. So I guess the sandflies are the next level of bad guys for the shield wall area. And then the crazy people, the fanatics, are the next level.
Then perhaps you'll be willing to help me. I'm forced to remain here for the moment, but there is a task I need to see done. I'm interested in texts regarding certain ancient prophecies of the Fremen. 2 fragments, in particular. They may be in a nearby cave.
Okay. Trooper Basic, Planetology. If I go down here to Bene Gesserit, hit track, 2,000 meters away. Yeah. Damn, yeah, a lot of stuff is pulling me that way. We're gonna do the 2 contracts I'll end up doing next is gonna be this one and this one, the shield wall area, and then I'll move into the Odom later. Alright. We need to locate the basic sword trainer. Basic sword trainer is at Pinnacle. Oh, I walked right past him. And Pinnacle is just to the west here. Hopefully these will also be in the shield wall area. Let's have a look. Map. Ah, we have one that takes us back over here. Okay. That's nice. Long overdue. So the first one we'll end up doing Search for the Tisfane. I think that's the one I picked, yeah. This, oh, I should have repaired you. So after I pick up this quest, I'm gonna go home, do a quick little repair. There you are.
Your sweat betrays you, Off-Worlder. Your body's shedding all the excess nutrients they pumped you full of in the prison racks. Smell like that, you never forget. I'm an Off-Worlder like yourself, and Highliner travel in the steerage racks isn't much better. It's like any other frontier pest hole, full of misfits who couldn't make it in the social order. All kinds. The Sandflies are probably the closest. Would-be anarchists with delusions of grandeur. Since we're talking delusional, there's the Masquerade over by the old power station at Misa Terrell. They're new around these parts, but don't take them lightly. They're here in force. First, they're true believers. Some kind of local cargo cult built around perverted Fremen doctrines. They might rob you, or possibly eat you.
They'll also 99% of the time just kill you.
That depends on the day. Today, I'm an instructor. I can show you the ways of the Swordmaster for a price. The proof of my claim would be swift and final. It means I could have your head separated from your body before your next heartbeat. True may be pushing it, but I'm intimately familiar with the teachings of Jul Nuret and the Ginaz school. I have a task that needs doing, which...
Alright. Alright, Swordmaster, where's your quest? Alright, cool. Cool. Oh, and we even have a quest just shy of here. Okay. We're gonna repair our suspensor belt, because I don't need that breaking in the middle of an operation. Try out the newest hangar. Basically, the idea is I don't have to do a vertical takeoff or landing. I can just basically fucking dive right into it. Hell, I might be able to glide right into it if I'm on the right side of things. Oh, I'm gonna miss that shot. Yeah, it looks cool. I think I did a good job with my build. We're all a tradey stuff. And you know, honestly, the more and more I'm thinking about it, because so anyone who's around for like build 2.1 or 2.2, or God, maybe it was 2.3. I don't even know. But when I expanded my garage to be as big as it is now, forget I have to go down one more flight. As big as it is now, I lost my basically living quarters on the bottom floor, where I kind of had like decorations and stuff. I can't repair you, but I can fix you. Okay. All right. Okay. Yeah. I did want to pick up a Swordmaster skill first to replace a Shigawire Claw. So this ends up working in my favor. And I can test out the drill shot in combat situation. Because I've already done testing facility in the area and whatnot. So I know I can handle the area. Okay. This is the Typhon. We're going to do you first. Hello, Wormy. Gotta match that in just the right place. Climb up here. Yeah, if you manage to set your little piton in just the right spot, you'll lose altitude, but you'll keep a constant speed. The altitude drop's not too bad if you keep it almost level. Thing is, you really don't want to lose speed, because if you lose, you're going to lose altitude because you're gliding. You don't have any upward momentum. But the altitude loss is what's keeping your speed there. Para-jump the rest of the way on target. Ow, that hurt. So I might be able to hit some of these guys from here with the drill shot. This will be a good opportunity to test this thing's range. Alright, so that's pretty cool, guys. That's pretty cool. So our target is below us. Go ahead and okay. I may end up becoming quite a fan of this drill shot. Hold on. Right now I'm working on body. I've got body damage boost in right now. We'll see. You know what? I only get a 3% negative to body, so that's honestly probably good to just leave in. What am I doing here? I'm searching. Oh boy. This place is not a nice place. Is this a trial location? I feel like this is a trial location. Yeah. I tried shooting that thing. Why didn't it go off? You all saw me shooting at that thing. Okay. Alright, so my prize isn't here. My prize is just over here a little bit. Alright, guys, give me a second. I'm gonna AFK. Okay. So I'm trying to get myself adjusted back in my chair. Alright, now I feel like our next target location. Oh, it's right over by my house. Okay, so we're gonna hit this first. Long overdue, Persephone. Tisfon, I believe. Yeah. Let's go ahead and extract. That's that. I don't want that. That is that. Stuck on the blasted cave. I just want a fucking circle. Okay. Plenty of room.
Sector weather alert. A large sandstorm is approaching.
You know what would be smart? Gonna put our happy asses back in the freaking cave. Because that'll count as sheltered. Or well. Oh yeah, I totally forgot. I have a... Alright, I boxed up that.
Sector weather alert. A large sandstorm is approaching.
Alright.
Sector weather alert. A large sandstorm is approaching.
Alright. I wonder if I could have made it. I wonder if I could have got on location and sheltered before the stupid thing came, but you know what?
Sector weather alert. A large sandstorm is approaching. I think our location is just this crap down here.
Do have tangos on scene. Looks like one patroller. Alright, tangos are down. Nope, tangos are not down. Okay, tangos are down. Dropping in. Shield on. Oh. Can't forget, I need their blood. Okay.
Who goes there?
Come on, fucking reload. Okay. Something
Lieutenant
to keep in
Priam.
mind.
You are ordered by this missive to proceed with all dispatch to Cala City Spaceport, where you will assume command of the Duke's ship Tisiphone. Thereafter, you will immediately report to me aboard the Catheria for further orders. We'll be pulling convoy duty, so I anticipate an easy shakedown cruise for your first command. Congratulations, Lieutenant. Captain Katrina Kloros.
That sucks, gal. You got a raw deal, didn't you? Alright. So this ought to let me into... Oh. There we go. Gonna give me my prompt. Okay. right. Okay, they're both done. We're gonna take all of this. Distracting. We have a target. Over that way. So let's see if we can't drop the ornithopter. Come on, birdie bird. Come on, birdie bird. Come on, birdie bird. We gotta clear this place out. Okay. We're in the sun, it seems. See, I feel like I'm shaded right now. See, yeah. Guess I'm just a little too high to be taking shots.
Listen, we all know most of these marks haven't got a Solari to their name, but some of them, well, they've got a family who can scrape up a decent ransom payment. Enough to make a nice bonus for us anyway. None of the teams are coming close to making their quotas out here. We all know the region's picked clean. So, who's going to notice if we turn in a few less mola, huh? Just make sure everyone keeps their mouth shut, and there'll be some extra money coming their way.
Alright, this will probably be more than enough blood. Yep. So the drill shot's not bad. Alright. Well, I'm gonna loot this place out since I had to fight everyone. Plus, if I'm here, I might as well find the intelligence, the intel. Alright, cool. What do you mean not possible? There should be plenty of room to place the birdie. Get out of the sun here. Alright, looks like my inventory is full. Come on, why can't I put you down? That's frustrating. Come on. I'm a little too far for that, but I'm not too far for you, probably. Alright, I'm running out of my shade, so I might as well just go engage in combat. Okay. I hear you. I just don't see you.
Like shields on!
I need to free up room before I can go into a testing station. I did get the intel out of this place, but my inventory is full. Now, what are you? Ammo? Healy packs. I think there should be, what, yep, stairs right here to the top. there no special box? I guess that's fine.
Who's that? I get it. This one. Clear it. Running dry.
Okay. So while I can totally do that testing station, I'm gonna come back here. I gotta offload all this stuff. I'm also gonna hit that other ship. Might just have enough room in my... Well, I don't have room, but I have stuff from that area. So I can... But if it has a special box in there, I won't be able to get stuff. So I'm going to hit the house, then I'm going to hit the ship, then I'm going to hit the house, and then I'm going to go do the testing station. How much fuel cell do I have left? That's fine. Okay. Right. So we're just going to do a little bit of this. Raw sources. Okay. Now, I don't think I have any batteries. So I think if we come over here, yeah, we can dump more light darts over here. Okay. Go here to the recycler. I'm gonna burn you. Not you. You. Saver, burn, seal, burn you. We want box number 4. Boop. All right. 33. Yeah, but this I can get off a lot more shots. Yeah. Okay. Okay. This is checking the post. This is Swordmaster. Okay. Yeah. Why did you only do a partial fill? There we go. I'm not gonna argue if there's not assholes shooting at me. Well, hello there. Well, hello there. Lovely. Enter Imperial testing station. Of course. So we're gonna hit you, but first we're gonna go back home. We're gonna dump our stash because we don't want too much crap. We don't want full inventories. Right, guys? Yeah. Yeah, Viking, that's right. Absolutely, 100%. You know, the other thing we're gonna do while we're here. Before that sun comes up, we need to harvest this dude. Jai Halud. Shai-Halud's doing Shai-Halud things. Alright. Now, I believe we want this box primarily. Put some scrap metal in there, and then we can put some extra my overkill darts in here. Picked up a bunch of stuff to break down. And we're gonna hit 2 testing facilities. Okay. So how are we sitting on heavy darts? Guess we could make a couple of more heavy darts. No, nah. Alright, up we go, guys, up we go. This has got the long step, so this is the top. Right, there we go. Oh, that's right, that's that game. How much PC usage am I using? I'm still doing good. Which one is this one again? Missing crew. Testing facilities below us.
Shielding!
I mean, honestly, if someone shot me in the dick, I'd die too.
Fire in the hole!
Pretty sure I dropped 2 drill shots right on his dick. So I don't blame him. I would have died too.
Not a raiding party, but a great heathen army.
Oh man, I'm gonna possibly butcher your name, and I'm real sorry about that. Loudon? Thanks, man. Appreciate the follow. Welcome in. Hope you're enjoying this. You're doing one of my favorite things in the game, Imperial testing facilities. and I do mean that sarcastically. I actually hate Imperial testing facilities with a passion. It's cool. It's really cool content, honestly, but I got mildly traumatized by, I think it was Imperial Testing Facility number 10.
You made the wrong.
You know, I got like part way through and completely was overwhelmed and got smoked. So now I'm always overly cautious when I hit these places. Even though I know I'm above level for this place, I'm still mildly paranoid. Yep, that was only one kill. Yeah, I'm at the aluminum stage of crafting, even though I'm level 151. I didn't even realize I hit 150. But I am a slow crafter grind. So I'm definitely under area'd for my level. But yeah, it gets repetitive. I've been in this one like probably 5 times for quests, because I don't always stack up all the quests necessary before I hit them. Okay. I know there's more to this than just this. I feel like I missed the armband. It's weird, I'm just not seeing it. Yeah, I was at my base already, and I totally forgot to dump the blood. I don't really keep a lot of the blood sacks in here because I don't want to waste inventory space. But yeah.
Reveal yourself.
That was a miss. I'm wondering if someone ran this before me and that's why I'm not seeing the armband. Or I just walked right by it and just didn't notice it. So I feel like the armband ought to be down here. I mean, they're hard to miss. I don't know why I toggle off my shield. I know I don't need to, but it's just like this. Oh, I'm out of combat. There's no one in the area. I'll toggle it off. Yeah, the shield. That's weird. That's weird. So you taking a rest from Dune today, or not? You're not doing any Dune yourself? Okay, yeah. Yeah, the drops campaign's still going on for a little bit. I think it's yeah, it's the 2 subs and it's the more palace stuff, I think. I just unlocked the Atreides build set yesterday. So I'm pretty happy about that. Alright. Did I just miss? Oh, hey, I actually have... It's funny. Obviously, you can see that I don't really have a lot going on. Oh, I'm not even affiliate yet. Yeah, unfortunately, I'm not even affiliate. I know I shouldn't have the subscriber goal up yet. Yeah. Yeah, I'm super new. I've really only been at this for about a month. But thanks to you, I think I now have 20 followers. So I'm on my way there. Yeah, so I'm 10 followers away from that goal, and then I got to get some concurrent viewers. I think 3 concurrent viewers. So that'll be the next step, or those two things. And then yeah, it'll be kind of cool to be able to monetize. Armband must be over here. I just didn't. I didn't go this way. Hello. No, no fire in the hole. Ow. Where did you go? Nope, you still got your shield up. Nope, none of that. Yeah. It's like, I do have, I mean, I guess I wouldn't say end goal, but I do eventually want to be able to monetize. But I do have a full-time job. I stream mostly on the weekends. I stream, you know, at night, or well, in evening time, stuff like that. So it's a slow crawl towards the finish line. There's real no rush. I enjoy gaming. That's why most of my streams and VODs right now are Dune, because that's the game I'm fixated on. I don't need all that crap. It's funny, I always say I don't need that. Well, you always need as much crafting mats as you can get. You'll always run out, but I don't need them right now. I will take this though. You know, it would be interesting. I don't really have any huge life goals or anything, but it would be kind of cool if somehow, eventually down the road, I became a full-time streamer. I have no idea what that would even look like, though. There's so much, even the setup, just like the goals layout you see in the top right. The amount of learning that there is to do on OBS and Stream Elements is wild. You know, it really kind of adds a respect for the streamers you do see, like on Twitch and whatnot. You're like, wow, there's some real effort that went into this.
Identify yourself. Huh? Where's my reinforcement?
Yep, you need to be dead, thank you. Oh, nope, this isn't the one with the alarm panels. Okay, good. Yeah, I probably, you know, with you know, regular life stuff going on, probably took me about a month of setup to calibrate things, and then even afterwards I was like, oh, I am totally not ready. But yeah, it's honestly a lot of fun, and that's really what I'm here doing. So the end goal would be monetization and potentially full-time. But right now, it is just kind of fun to meet new people and share what I enjoy doing. Even if I am jerky all over the screen. Nope, I don't need all of that. Just take the parts that matter. Take the parts that matter. Okay, pick up the message. That is no longer on this location. Okay. And then before I'm gonna go over here, I want checking the post, number 76. Was that Swordmaster? Number 76? Okay. Alright. Time to exfil. Yeah, I played a lot of military shooters and other third-person games like that, and I noticed, because I train people on, not computers, but part of the job, I am a FTO. So I noticed, like, when I'm showing people how to use a computer, my wrist stays in one place. I don't do broad strokes with my arm when I do mouse stuff. So I lift up the mouse in my hand and I swirl it around. So that's why it's like these short bursts. I just ran in a damn circle. Yep. I'm wondering if that's just like a gamer thing. Because you're used to making those micro movements with the mouse when it comes to like aiming rifles. One thing I will say that I'm mildly disappointed in is it doesn't seem like crouching actually gets you a sneak bonus, but it does get you an aim bonus, I've noticed. So that's one of the reasons I tend to crouch to shoot, because I do get a tighter reticle. But it would be nice if it would let me sneak up on people and do some kind of like backstabby super assault. Oop, there we go. Oh, scheisse. How far out is that? Not far enough. That's weird. I didn't even get an alert for the storm. They're gonna just pass over me? Oh, I'm right at the edge of it. That's why. Okay. Okay. What am I looking for? You. Come on. Yeah, honestly, getting this ornithopter really changed the whole game for me. But I think that's how it is. It made questing so much easier. Yeah. I understand why, like, it's, you know, mid-game, and that's kind of where I'm sitting. I've got a lot of quests in the Shield Wall area and Mesa Tyrell. But, you know, everything in due time. I hate the Ethereum. Ethereite. I hate this. Carbon. Not carbon. Yeah, cobalt. I hate that. I was able to get the buggy and get in there. But my God, I hate these canyons so much. Okay, let's do a little bit of game hydrate. Yeah, that's going to be the other learning curve is when I do, because it's going to be a win. I'm gonna stick with it. When I'm able to monetize, it'll open up channel points, and that's a whole other learning curve. Which honestly, I'm very interested in figuring out how that works. Nope, I didn't realize I forgot my shield. Forgot the other sense, it was on. Now, I did see, I think, when I was while I was in the middle of setup, I saw that, I guess, Twitch is changing their affiliate guidelines. So it might be easier to monetize sooner, and not everyone is, like, you know, thrilled by that. So we'll see. But there's some stuff like I see people have like sound bites and other stuff on their channels. So I'm very interested to see how all that stuff's gonna work. Okay. Now, this is just a funny thing that I find that I can almost snipe with the shotgun. No, I pulled that one. Yep, that one connected. Hi there, buddy. I've heard there's a drill shot sniper rifle. I heard people raving about it, and honestly, I'm looking forward to when I can get that thing. Oh, hey, buddy. And I was just saying, it's nice that they weren't running around like chickens with their heads cut off. I don't know if that was a kill or not. Oh, you are not dead. Now you're dead. Oh boy, was that some frames? No. Okay. Alright. Anything worth my time? Yeah, but one of the reasons you'll see that I'm always sweeping and I'm checking corners is because I'm used to some military shooters where you have to do that. Or, well, not have to, but you don't want to get shot in the back of the head. Oh, this is where dumbass is in a cage. Okay. This is Inkmine land. That's funny. I'll rewatch my gameplay and I'll see that I'm cornering. I'm like, I mean, good bad habits, I guess you could call them. It's like I'm peeking that way and I can see a guy.
You've arrived at Botanical Testing Station number 76. I'm station leader Rymar Thuringer. We at the station have been assigned the task of exploring the viability of numerous commercially important botanical species from across the Imperium. Here, on Arrakis. I knew this would be a difficult assignment, but it has proven all but impossible.
Do you by any chance happen to play any Helldivers? You know, it's like whenever I get some of these shots and I hit reload like a normal gamer thing. I always kind of laugh, come like, yep, that betrays you in Helldivers because you will waste an entire mag if you do an early reload. So, switching from game to game, sometimes it'll get you. It's kind of funny. Also keep an eye out for where my quest is located. Wonder why it's showing health meters on some of these items. Alright, I think this room is clear. Yeah, okay. We're going this way. You know what, screw it, we'll take the silicone as well. Oh, little baby worms or other creatures. Am I going backwards? I feel like I'm going backwards. Oh, nope, there's a tango.
See some.
You know what you see? Nothing. I whiffed that shot. Take your armor plating. Don't want your light darts. That wasn't a kill shot. And you're not dead. Okay. Yeah, I totally forgot I had that that timed blurb for Stream Elements. I don't really get to see that stuff that much. It's kind of cool getting to see some of the stuff that I set up work. It's nice to know that it does work. Weird that I don't have my quest marker anymore. Oh, no, it's that way. I swear I'm going to do this whole place and it's going to be like, you walked past it, idiot. I feel like I probably did walk past it. Oh, I risked that. Ooh, I guess I hit an artery. Okay, this is that boss fight.
I get back up. Engaging enemy.
Boss, you the boss, you're the boss, you're the boss. Alright, I'm gonna take all your crap, okay? Do you mind that? Oh, it's not okay? Well, you're fucking dead, so I don't care. Remember if that's the way out or it's just loot room. Got it. It's the way I have to go. And there's going to be an armband in there for me. Got it. Okay. Alright, there's that spike, so I want to go out. Here's the boss, so the way to go is this way. Alright, now my inventory is full. So if I see something super cool, awesome that I want to have, I'm going to have to dump stuff. So that's up in that room up there. Why are you not shooting? There we go. is it? Oh my, really? Okay, my quest marker is somewhere in here. Computer? This? Yeah, thank you. Report back to Pinnacle. Yeah. Sweet. Sweet. Frickin' sweetness, y'all. Cool, we are done. Yeah, I was worried about that. The special container. So I'm gonna have to drop some stuff that I don't need. Alright. I can get you at any time, and I can get you at any time. Is any one of these better or worse? You know what? I think I'm good on fuel. The real question is, where's the exit? This way.
You've arrived at Botanical Testing Station number 76. I'm Station Leader Reimar Thuringer. We at the station have been assigned the task of exploring the viability of numerous commercially important botanicals.
All right. I pulled that shot. Oh. Ah, scheiße.
Pressure on the enemy.
Yeah, that's why I went Mentat. That turret is a wonderful force multiplier. Alright, let's go ahead and get that ornithopter down. Well, if you really want to spawn in here. That is the quicksand. Let's not put it in the quicksand. That's cool. That's cool. I actually had someone hanging out. I'll get there. Takes a little bit of time, a little bit of patience. I'm gonna get there. That's cool. Who am I reporting to? Trooper trainer?
You
Or
have
not
returned,
troopers?
Offwelder.
Swordman. Hi, Swordman.
Then we have a deal. I will teach you.
Yeah, you're gonna teach me.
Strange. It felt less like I was training you and more like I was simply knocking the dust off skills and muscle memory that were already there.
Thanks. Alright. Okay, dokie. So, that unlocks the sword guy for me. You enter a defensive stance, deflecting darts. See, that's cool. I really want to try this. But I don't know if I want to spend a skill point on it. This... I don't know if I care that much about this, to be honest. This is the one I'm really interested in. Heightened state of awareness, and whenever you're attacked in melee, you parry and counterattack with a savage thing. So I'm wondering if I have to have a melee weapon out. I probably do. But definitely going to put a point into that. And then I will burn a point into that. And I'd like to replace my Shigawire with that. Because besides the drill gun, my best defense was countering with swords. So I do want to test this. Long blade, I do spend more time with the long blade. So let's get me some damage there. Perfect. Next thing I want to see before I jump on is... deliver the message. Okay. I think this is at Helios over here. Yeah. Then I'm gonna dump stuff in my inventory at home. So, I think I said it earlier in the stream. So while I'm sitting comfortable in the aluminum stage, I know I'm crafted out at this stage. Huh. So I have to kind of go pick up message. So I have a couple places I need to go with this. So, out of curiosity, is it outside of the base? Yeah.
The frontier is a dangerous place, stranger. Direct, an admirable trait. I am Chasen Vernius of House Vernius. I am empowered by the Technocrat Council of Ix to oversee the machine world's business interests here on Arrakis.
Okay. What was I doing? I don't know, and that's usually the bad part. I am multitasking. Okay.
Our great house has seen many conflicts over the centuries. Most recently, the Landsraad declared our Earl renegade for crimes he did not commit. Forced into exile, Earl Dominic and his family were hunted down and destroyed. In their absence, the Technocrat Council was formed to govern Ix.
Interesting.
After Earl Dominic and his family fled, our planet was invaded by the Bene Tleilax. Thus began a long, dark period in our history. A dark period that concluded only when the last remaining son of Earl Dominic returned, at the head of a great army. After liberating our homeworld, Romba Vernius was named Earl, and our great house was redeemed before the Landsraad and Emperor. While the Technocrat Council handles the day-to-day governance of Ix, it has no representation in the Landsraad, so its reach is limited. To have any interaction with the rest of the Imperium, the Council was forced to find another Vernius, no matter how far down the line of succession. That is yet to be determined. It's always the same old fabrication. Ix engages in forbidden research and utilizes thinking machines to give them an advantage. A bold-faced lie. Yes, Earl Dominic was my grandfather, even if the Regis Familia fails to entirely recognize that fact.
Sorry, chat. I'm having to deal with some stuff real quick.
My relation to the Earl is not in question. It's the nature of that relationship that is. You see, my father is a bastard, sired by Earl Dominic on one of his military campaigns abroad. No. He ensured we were cared for and educated as highborns, but meeting the family was never in the cards. Well, as it happens,
all right,
the
chat,
last
looks
known
like
direct
I was already
descendant
thinking
of the
about
Earl was
pausing
sighted
for
right
dinner,
here on Arrakis,
so I didn't realize
before
it's
disappearing entirely.
nearly 5:30.
He's known as Bronzo Vernius, and truthfully, finding him played a large part in my decision to come to this desolate place. I can't shake the feeling that he's out there somewhere, although I'm not even sure I would recognize him if he stood standing beside me. It's been many years, and this place does change you.
Yeah. So I'm going to finish up what I'm trying to do, the little quest pickups in this area. I'm going to go dump my stuff in my inventory, and I'm going to be calling it for a little while. I may stream again a little later tonight. I may just do some housekeeping. It depends. It depends on how long I'm out with my friends.
Where else should we be? House Vernier shares a long and storied past with our Atreides allies, a relationship enduring to this day. The history of our house stretches back to the ancient. In the days of the old, for more than a century, it was a bleak time, and like Prometheus, after our surface, cheerless, trade secret, then my great house, our lowest.
Okay, looks like the message is behind here. Okay. Got it. Alright, my inventory is full, so I'll have to pull this reward later. So now I'm going to go do this other part. It's over here. It's up in the building. Got it. It's in the guard post. Oh. It's right here. Got it. Alright, this takes care of everything here. Deliver the message. Okay, I will do that stuff later. I'm tempted to do it now because it's close by, but I do have plans to go out, so I'm gonna just... That's the thing, I get stuck with a little bit more, a little bit more, a little bit more. Let's do a little bit more, let's do a little bit more. And then all of a sudden it's, 2.5 hours. But honestly, I think I made good progress today. I knocked out a couple of different quests. House. Close by house, right here. Let's see. My house is this one right over here. So let's see if I can just plant your ass right in the door. Nope. No. Alright, let's do our post ritual. Need to make some more wire. I'm gonna run out of wire. I don't have any salvage metal on me. That was not the button I was going for. Nice. Let's see here. Oh, my fuel cell was there. Break down all this crap. Spare light darts. Nope. I want the fuel box, which is this one. Oh good, we're finally on to using medium-sized fuel cells. Awesome. Let's make 2 of these. Alright, box 4 has my components. Then my chemical factory is programmed to put stuff in there. I do need to harvest some more batteries. Or not. You're all. I still need to harvest more batteries. Oh, I need to make more of that welding wire. This is all bike stuff. Oh, hey, that doesn't belong down there. Okay. For some real quick ease of access. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Shouldn't be burning metal anymore. Yep. I'm gonna put the metal back in the hole. Welding wires going in there. Okay. Before I forget, I'm gonna repair the shotgun. But hey, I want to say everyone, thank you for coming out and joining me on my stream today. Loudent, appreciate the follow, appreciate the hangout. I'm gonna go and head out to dinner. I may be back on later to stream. If I will probably play some more Dune, whether I stream it or not, we'll see tonight. Tomorrow I will be streaming again. Hopefully you guys can come check me out. Until next time, I hope everyone has themselves a lovely evening. I'll catch you next time.